Hello everyone, back tuning into today's first video doing 5-day forecast for today's first video. So as always on a Wednesday we're having a detailed look at the weather for the next 5 days. So it's going to be very unsettled and turning cooler. If you've been waiting for autumn to descend after the long hot summer and generally fairly quiet September, then this forecast is for you because autumn proper is well and truly on its way. So temperatures are going to take a big slide in the south. It's already quite cool in the north, but all areas will be cooling down a lot in the next 5 days. There are going to be bouts of heavy rain, gale force winds, as well as proper autumnal conditions set in, and I'll talk you through what's going on very shortly. Just say the websites we're using for the 5-day forecast are coming from theweatheroutlook.com and westcent.de. I'll link to both websites on the links page. We'll be back this afternoon with a look at weather for the next week to 10 days, and I'll talk about that at the end of the video. So this is the latest radar picture, and we've got Storm Ali with us today. Storm Ali is bringing very strong winds and also a lot of wet weather up in the north. So you can see from the radar picture that there's a mass of really heavy rain across many parts of Scotland. It's moved from the west and south of Scotland over towards central, northern and eastern parts of Scotland. It also extends down into northern England as well, and even some showery rain, a few heavier pulses down into Wales too. But rain, persistent rain, generally cleared Northern Ireland, but we've got these heavy squally showers. Most parts of the Midlands, central, eastern England, well, windy, having a mainly dry day, but a few showers in the far southeast, but not amounting to too much. One final dry and very warm day coming up in the southeast this afternoon, but then I say that's pretty much it, and temperatures will be sliding away. Not only is it wet up in the north, it's also very windy. We've got gusts of wind across parts of central, southern, eastern England up to around 20-30 miles an hour, but go further north, we're going to have winds going up to 50, 60, 70 miles an hour across some parts of Scotland, particularly southern Scotland, and down into parts of Northern Ireland and Northern England too. A very wild, stormy afternoon coming up with Storm Ali. Here's today's Arctic pressure chart. We've got low pressure to the north of Scotland. The very tightly packed ice bars on its southern flank indicates where those strongest winds are blowing through the northern part of the country. So that heavy persistent rain that's across Scotland at the moment will push further northwards and eastwards into northern and eastern parts of Scotland this afternoon. It'll turn drier, or more showery I suppose would be a better way of describing it, in southern and western parts of Scotland. Sunny spells and showers for Northern Ireland and for parts of northern England, Wales as well. Much of the Midlands, central, southern, southeast England mainly dry, with a mix of sunny spells and variable clouds. So it is quite windy even down in the southeast, but the strongest winds are up in the north, as I say, 70, maybe 80 mile an hour gusts, not to be ruled out across some parts of central southern Scotland later on this afternoon. So, pretty wild afternoon up in the north, and temperatures are going to be ranging from around 12 to 23 degrees Celsius. So, a big range. Still very warm technically in the southeast, but doesn't feel that warm, the strength of the wind. Actually feeling quite cold up in the north. Overnight tonight, the low pressure that is bringing Storm Ali will be moving further northwards, staying quite windy across Scotland, but the worst of the winds will begin to ease. And then we've got a weather front that's going to be strung out across England and Wales. It'll be quite weak initially, but eventually this area of low pressure will start to run along that weather front, and it'll pep up the rain. So still quite windy across Scotland, although winds will moderate through the course of the night. Heavy rain in the far north and northeast will push away through the course of the night as well. Been a lot of dry weather up in the north, actually, with a few blustery showers. For England and Wales, so we're going to have a mainly dry start to the night, but then rain will develop through parts of southwest England, Wales, and the Midlands in particular. Initially quite light and patchy. By the end of the night, some of that rain will start to turn quite heavy. Big range in temperatures tonight, just 5 degrees across northern Scotland to around 17 degrees in the far southeast of England. Then we're through into Thursday, and we've got that weather front across England and Wales that will develop this area of low pressure along it. Now, this might become our next named storm tomorrow. I'm not sure if it'll quite meet the criteria or not, but watch this space and the announcements from the UK Met. This could be Storm Brona, or it might just be a general, quite vigorous area of low pressure. In any case, it's going to bring outbreaks of heavy and persistent rain through southwest England, Wales and Midlands, initially parts of East Anglia, although that will ease through the afternoon. And then that rain will move northwards into much of northern England as well during the course of Thursday afternoon. It'll be on and on all day across some parts of Wales, the Midlands and northern England, so could well get up to an inch of rain in a few places, although the far southeast of the country will stay dry. And up across Scotland, I think generally a drier day there, although some showers will bubble up. Rain could get to Northern Ireland by the end of the afternoon. Under this persistent rain, it can be very cool, temperatures just 12, 13, 14 degrees. The far southeast might scrape 21. 21 is 70 Fahrenheit, and struggling to get into double figures across the northern parts of Scotland. That low pressure then moves across the country overnight Thursday into Friday. You notice very tightly packed isobars with this over winds going to get up again on Thursday night. Could be more gale or possibly severe gale force winds, particularly through northern parts of England. And that band of heavy rain will generally be pushed southwards and eastwards across the country through the course of the night, with clearer skies and blustery showers following along behind. Temperatures will still be quite warm in the southeast at around 13 degrees the minimum, but in the north and west a lot cooler on the northern western side of this area of low pressure, with temperatures well down into single digits. That takes us into Friday as that low pressure clears away up towards Northway. We're left in this cool and showery northwesterly wind. So I think Friday is one of the better days in the next 5 days. There'll be a reasonable amount of dry weather the southern and eastern parts of the country, blustery showers in the north and west, and some of them could be quite heavy, and with temperatures taking a bit of a dip, some of those showers might turn a little bit wintry over the Scottish mountains. Temperatures will be a lot cooler, even colder, especially so in the south, so ranging from just 9 or 10 degrees across northern Scotland to maybe up to 16 degrees across southeastern England. 16 is one that you can switch around to 61 Fahrenheit. It will feel a lot cooler compared to recent days. That takes into weekend. There's a lot of uncertainty about the weekend, but it is increasingly looking as though we could be impacted by a vigorous area of low pressure heading in from off the Atlantic. So Saturday is likely to start mainly dry with sunny spells, quite cold, touches of ground frost in place, and maybe some fog patches too. Many central, northern, eastern parts of the country are likely to stay dry through the course of Saturday with sunny spells, but Ireland, Wales, southwest England will turn cloudy and wet through the course of the afternoon, particularly into the evening as rain begins to head in from off the Atlantic. It'll be a cool day, a cold start, and we're only going to see temperatures up to the mid-teens Celsius really through most parts of the country. And then overnight, Saturday into Sunday, we've got this nasty area of low pressure developing close to the country. So you can quite clearly see from that there's really tightly packed isobars, which would give gale or even severe gale force winds overnight Saturday and then through the course of Sunday, and a lot of wet weather as well. The only proviso I would say about this is that the intensity and severity of this low pressure is uncertain. The models are chopping and changing from run to run in terms of how deep this low pressure gets, and the placement of this low pressure is changing a little bit as well. So at the moment all we can say really is that overnight Saturday and through Sunday there's a risk, and it's no more than that, there is a risk of heavy rain, maybe torrential rain in some places up to a couple of inches, possibly severe gale force winds as well, gusts up to 70-80 miles an hour, and with high tides, potentially some coastal flooding as well. But do bear in mind this is subject to change. It may well not be anywhere near as bad as this is suggesting. So just wait to see. Keep an eye on the weather warnings from the UK Met Office, and just stay alert. Things could get quite nasty over the weekend, particularly Saturday night and into Sunday. But again, a lot of uncertainty about it. Temperatures on Sunday are going to be very cool if this area of low pressure comes off, sort of barely into the low to mid-teens Celsius. And then things calm down as we go through into Monday, as we have this area of high pressure beginning to ridge in from off the Atlantic. We have got a legacy of very cool air across the country. We might start off with some gales as well across the eastern parts of the country, but they'll go quite quickly. It's a calming down, clearing up sort of day with that ridge on Monday. Mostly dry, some showers in the north, and winds are becoming a lot lighter. Temperatures, though, would be cool, again, barely into the low to mid-teens Celsius, probably cold on Monday night with some touches of ground frost. So finally, just having a look at the charts for weather outlook, we've got the mainly dry and still warm conditions in the southeast today. Otherwise, we've got showery outbreaks of rain, wet weather up in the north, and showers in some of these western parts of the country as well. Tomorrow, it's wet through many of those central parts of England and Wales. So Wales and Midlands up into northern parts of England, rain will be on through much of the day. The far southeast still clinging on to mostly dry and warm weather, and a drier and calmer day up across Scotland, where we've had both severe gales today. Friday will be a cooler day all round with showers, particularly in the north and west. Saturday is not too bad a day, really, ahead of that low pressure. There's a reasonable amount of dry weather, but by the end of the day, it is turning wet and windy in the southwest, and then that could well set us up for a stormy day on Sunday. Risk of severe gales and some heavy bouts of rain as well. Do keep up to date with the forecast from the UK Met over the next few days. And then by Monday, we're back to drier but also cooler conditions, and it will be a clearing up sort of day on Monday if we get that storm over the weekend. So in summary, there's a lot going on. Autumn proper is descending. We've got Storm Alley today, which will bring severe gales to the north and heavy rain as well, and then the next few days we'll have more bouts of wet and windy weather. Temperatures initially warm in the southeast, but they'll be dropping down to autumnal levels, and just generally a descent into true autumn in the next 5 days. So if you've been waiting for autumn after the long hot summer, well, it's here. Right, come back this afternoon when we're going to have a look at the weather for the next week to 10 days, and we'll also include the Beijing Climate Centre for the next 40 days in that as well. That's all for now, and thanks for watching.